I'm going to spend the next 7 days trying to hatch a huge rainbow Poseidon Corgi on 10 accounts, and I severely underestimate how hard this would be. But to get the best chance of hatching a huge rainbow Poseidon Corgi, I'm going to need the best fishing rod, and the best fishing rod is currently a diamond fishing rod. It is worth 13 million gems, and I'm going to need 10 of these! This was going to be a daunting task, but after selling a few huges, I finally got 130 million gems and bought 10 fishing rods. Now all I have to do is distribute the fishing rods to my alt accounts and start fishing. Before I go fishing, I'm going to send everything on my alt account to my main account so I can see how much I get from 1 day of fishing. Now this is the part where I get all my alt accounts to the advanced fishing area. If you guys were wondering how to set up all my alt accounts, I had to walk every single account to the fishing area and put a fishing macro on every single one of them. If you want the fishing macro, I'll leave in the description. I'm not gonna lie, but I got tired after this day and went to sleep. But when I woke up, I discovered that 3 of my alt accounts crashed. I had to fix this issue immediately since I didn't want my other accounts crashing. After 5 minutes, I found out the problem and I realized that OneDrive screwed me over and I had to fix it on all 10 accounts. So I guess thanks OneDrive. Now I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really want to show the results of what I got when 3 of my alt accounts crashed. So I just mixed it in with day 2 so we get better results. So now I did what any other person would do and just go back to sleep. And when I woke up, I wanted to trade my accounts. And I saw a golden huge Poseidon Corgi on Finland 2, a golden huge Poseidon Corgi on Finland 3. Then later I just got some random loot, which is pretty good from fishing. Some other random loot from fishing. Some more random loot from fishing. At this point, I was getting so much random loot from fishing, I didn't even know what to say. Now, I'm not gonna lie, but day 1 and 2 were a massive success, with me getting 2 golden Poseidon Corgis and a lot of random items from fishing, which totaled over to 50 million gems. Now, day 3 started and it went great. There were no crashes, OneDrive didn't screw me over, and all accounts fished with 0 interruptions for a whole 16 hours. I was really hoping to see some amazing results here. I double checked everything to make sure everything was doing fine and just headed to sleep. When I woke up, I decided to check on all my alt accounts, and Finland 2 fished around 3 million worth of loot, same goes for Finland 3, and Finland 4 hatched a huge Poseidon Corgi, and Finland 5 had the same amount of loot as Finland 2 and 3, same goes for Finland 6. After that, I just got some more random loot from my other alt account. Finland 7 had some random loot, but then the barcode username hatched a huge Poseidon Corgi! Day 3 was astounding. Fishing 2 Poseidon Corgis within 24 hours, I got like 45 million worth of gems value within 1 day. Now I had 4 Poseidon Corgis and it was looking like I was going to get the rainbow one. If you guys were curious, this was my inventory after day 3. I had 2,200 shards. I had a lot of fruits. I had 2,400 boots. I had 1,500 rainbow poo things. If you guys were wondering what I'd be doing with the rainbow shards, I would be probably crafting huge potions in case there was a huge event. Or if these boosts and rainbow swirls will be useful in the future, that'd be really nice to just have a bunch of them. Now here are my enchants. It would be better if I just had super drops and grind the last area, but I feel like fishing would be slightly more interesting. Now day 4 just started and it went really well. I had 0 crashes and OneDrive didn't screw me over, but I'm not gonna lie, fishing this much was getting a little bit tiring. But it did show some results since most of my accounts got over 500 million fish coins. Some of you might be asking why I chose fishing out of everything. And that's because fishing is the most boring thing ever. You just swing your rod into the pond and wait for the fish, then you left click, then you start spamming left click. If someone fishes for more than 20 minutes and is not automating it, I don't know what they're doing in Pet Sim. Now let's get back into the fishing video. But fishing is so boring to the point, this is the part I say I'm going to sleep. After sleeping for 8 hours, I woke up and traded all my alt accounts and to see what they got. First I traded Finland 2, it gave me pretty decent loot. Then I traded Finland 3, it gave me like the same loot. So did Finland 4. Finland 5 just gave me the exact same thing as the rest of them. Okay, so did Finland 6. And this is my friend's account that I was borrowing for this video. And it gave me a decent amount of boots and shards. Now this is the barcode username alt. Pretty decent loot, and here comes day 5. But I am pretty disappointed how it got no huges in day 4. But I guess this is the part where I say I go to sleep. After waking up, I traded all my alt accounts. Finland 2 just gave me the same loot as yesterday. So did Finland 3. But Finland 4 gave me a huge Poseidon Corgi. Finland 5, pretty decent amount of shards. Villain 6 just gave me the same amount of loot as Villain 5. Now the barcode username alt account gave me pretty good amount of enchants. So did Villain 7, the same amount of loot. And that just ends the day. After day 6 started, I was like, I have 10 accounts and I still haven't hatched or fished a huge rainbow Poseidon corgi. How is this a thing? So I began to wonder, what are the chances of actually hatching a rainbow Poseidon corgi? Then I did some research and I realized that you could get a huge Poseidon corgi in 4,000 fishes, but all the fishes have to be a legendary fish. A legendary fish are the sparkles around the fish, and fishes don't always have sparkles. So this got me thinking, I could either get this rainbow Poseidon corgi in 1 in 300,000, or it could be 1 in 20,000. This was really all up to my luck at this rate, and there's really nothing I could have really done. After finding out all of this, of course I just went to sleep. Now I woke up and traded all my alt accounts. I was really hoping for a rainbow Poseidon corgi. I got nothing from Villain 2. I got no huges from Villain 3. I got no huges from Villain 4. I got no huges from Villain 5. I probably get no huge from Villain... Yeah, okay. I got no huge from Villain 6. I got no huge from the barcode. And Villain 7, I got no huge. I'm not gonna lie, but this was kind of demoralizing, not getting a single huge on the second last day. Now day 7 started and I was really hoping to get a rainbow Poseidon corgi on the last day, since that would be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. So this is where I began to think there was going to be a mastery update, and I was really hoping that a mastery update would help with fishing, like just in case if I didn't get the rainbow Poseidon corgi. I'm not gonna lie, but it would be quite nice to make a part 2 video. It's fine even though if I don't get a part 2 video, because there's a big game leak that there will be a huge hatching event, and I got a lot of shards from fishing. I can craft a lot of huge potions with shards, so stay tuned for that video. After finding all of this out, I don't know how to tell you this, but I just went to sleep. What did you expect me to do? Play Pet Sim for 24 hours? After waking up, I went to check all my accounts. Good thing nothing crashed. And Villain 2 doesn't have a huge Poseidon corgi. Villain 3 doesn't have a huge Poseidon corgi, but did have 1 million gems. Villain 4 also didn't have a huge Poseidon corgi. All these accounts have 1 million gems but no huge Poseidon corgi. Okay, Villain 5 also doesn't have a huge Poseidon corgi. Well, this kind of sucks. Villain 6 has 1 million gems also but no huge Poseidon corgi. I mean, at least I'm getting a decent amount of shards. Villain 7 also doesn't have a huge Poseidon corgi, but 1 million gems and a few shards, which is pretty nice. And the barcode username doesn't have a huge Poseidon corgi. This really sucks. Alright, last account to have a huge... Oh, okay. They don't have a huge Poseidon corgi. Although I didn't get a rainbow Poseidon corgi, at least I made all my money back from buying all those fishing rods.